But this is supposed to be here and connected, and it is no longer connected. Now, if you look at this mud right here, that could very well be a hoof print of a cow, a deer, a who knows what, right? So I don't know if a cow broke it. I don't know if it froze. I don't think it really matters. It's broken and not working. And the real challenge there was that the pump, once the pipe breaks, the pump just sits there and pumps for forever, right? There's not like a timer on the water pump. I have no idea how long that water pump ran, but at some point it decided to quit running, which means I'm showing you here this, again, showing you the nice high quality pump house that I have. The whale house. That's a whole story in and of itself, the whale house. Anyway, the well house, pump house, whatever you want to call it. Probably should call it the well house because I'm going to have a pump house separate. Anyway, I don't know if the controller went bad in here. I don't know if the pressure switch is bad. You know, hopefully the pump didn't get burned up running too long. So that's what we're going to do today. So Sergeant Random says you're going to have to fix or diagnose and troubleshoot the water pump and try to figure out why it won't pump. All right, so I took off the cover for the pressure switch, and wowza, let's see how close I can get. That's what we got. That looks pretty iffy. I'm pretty sure I had a pressure switch. I bought one at one point, so I need to go find it in case I need to put it on. But that's looking pretty rough. It'd be nice if that was our problem. Okay, step one, check the breaker. Always check the breaker. All right, there it is, well, and it says off, on, off. Now, step two, get our handy dandy testing tool and verify that it works. We're going to check again using our tester. The camera right now probably see better than what I can see, but no telling how that wire got pulled out, or if I jostled it, you know, today, possibly. So I'll have to go back and check instant replay, look at my footage and see if I knocked it out somehow. Regardless, if I get it functioning, I'm still going to have to fix the pipe, and the pipe exposed is still a problem. Nonetheless, it's less of an emergency to get it fixed, but it's still kind of a high priority item, even if I can get Humpty Dumpty put back together and working again. This is something that's just, it's been on my list. I've had the place for 2 years. Whoever had it before me kind of had this. I've already had to replace this, I don't know, 1.5 years ago, 4th of July, first year, I think we had the place. Anyway. All right, so we got more to fix than we wanted now. That's just the nature of the beast. I don't know if I've got all the parts I'll need for this. See, we got a little leak. I don't even know how well this is working, actually. So, but it is what it is, as we say. All right, let's get some tools. Let's check our wires, make sure we're not hot, not gonna get electrocuted, and then we'll see if we can at least get the pump to run, because that's making sure that the pump runs is actually the important part, right? If the pump doesn't run, then I'm gonna have someone come out and replace the pump. That gets a lot more expensive and a little bit more time consuming, but I need to find out now versus later. So that's what we're here to do. If the well comes on and we can actually run water, that's great. We know we got more work to do here. All right, so we can verify the tool. We've got power here. This is actually that same extension cord we tested over there by the breaker box is what feeds this. These are the wires we care about, because these are the ones that we're going to work on. That's because I'm moving it. I think I may have a sensitivity set up pretty high too. All right, so this looks like it's safe to work on. Let's get busy here. All right, so there's the fitting on the pressure tank that broke, probably when I was tipping it over. This whole pipe system here, when I got the place, like, it was sketchy to start with. It leaked a little bit. I don't know if it was cracked, who knows, right? But it certainly didn't help when you put things in a bind, tipping over houses. Regardless, we're going to try to get that thing out. It's going to require more hands. There we go. This holds the little diaphragm for the pressure switch. All right, not what I wanted to see. When there's pressure, then this gets pushed up. All right, ultra low rent, terrible idea. Don't try this at home. Not recommended. Whatever what other warning you want to apply to this. what, you might ask, am I doing that requires all of those warnings? I am stepping back about 30 years in my life to a time when I was a road service technician for diesel equipment. And the number one goal was just to get the machine to work, get the truck on the road or whatever, so it could either return to service or return to the shop without paying for tow trucks and costly equipment rescues and things like that. All right, so what does that have to do with anything we're doing here? It has everything to do with, I'm just going to connect this without it being connected to water or anything. And I'm going to turn the breaker on long enough to see if the pump engages. Water is going to spray everywhere, but it's going to tell me what I need to know, and that's if that pump works. And that, my friends, is really all I care about today, is does the pump work? So I still have one day in the week, tomorrow, Friday, that I can call a pump service technician out and it not be emergency weekend, whatever call out. He may still not be able to get out here until next week sometime, but I would like to at least have an answer and know what I need to do to move forward. So with that, we are going to do some shiesty stuff. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a whole lot, but I guess it's running pretty good. All right. Yay, don't need a well pump. All right, so turned the breaker off. We're gonna leave it off. Close this up. And probably the best use of my time at this point is to go get the parts necessary to fix it correctly.